Last weekend was the amazing fight night in they were in Quebec, Canada or something. I don't even know, dude. They were in Canada for UFC fight night, Moreno versus Albazi. I'm just gonna do a quick recap. It wasn't a terrible event as people were saying it was. There were some pretty good fights. I feel like the prelims were better than the main card, but I'm gonna go over, even though I only did predictions for the main card, I'm gonna go over a couple of the prelim fights because they were pretty good. Let's see. I'll start at. I don't remember the Cody Gibson fight really. I mean, he won a decision. Awesome. Serhi City versus Garrett Armfield. That was the third fight on the prelims. That was actually a super good fight. Super good fight. Seri he gained a lot of fans probably that night. He won the decision. Could have gone either way. He even said in the post-fight interview that Garrett Armfield is the strongest bantamweight he's ever felt in his life. Like he was like built like a brick wall. So yeah, he won the decision. He's a tall, lengthier guy, but Garrett Armfield is a really good boxer. Super good fight, man. Super good fight, mostly on the feet. Yeah, really good fight. Good job, dude. Can't wait to see who they match Serhi with next. Next fight, Alexander Romanov versus Rodrigo Nascimento. Basically, to sum it up, Nascimento, he wasn't really opening up much, not much output at all. Yeah, he didn't really, I don't know, man. Alexander Romanov, he made him look really good. Romanov looked really good. Romanov was like, he was feeling himself. He was like, got his hands down, putting his head right there for Nascimento to hit. And then every time Nascimento would go, he was too slow. Romanov would bob and weave and counter. And Romanov was the better boxer. Much more active. Yeah, good job, Romanov. He looked good, man. And even though he's got a massive freaking muffin top hanging over his shorts, his cardio held up. Usually his cardio is pretty bad. His cardio held up for a 3-round decision. Okay, that's something to take note of. But doesn't really mean much anymore. Alexander Romanov is no longer in the UFC. I just heard it from MMA Guru, actually. I was watching his live. I heard it from Guru. Yeah, he's no longer in the UFC. Not sure if they cut him or if he's just done with his contract and he's going elsewhere. But hey, good luck, man, to you. I won't be missing his fights personally. Next fight on the prelims, Jack Shore versus Yusuf Zalal. Pretty much exactly what I thought would happen. I don't remember who I predicted. Probably. Oh, I didn't do the prelims. That's right. Never mind. Yeah, Zalal looked good. Don't even think he got touched in there. Jack Shore is way too small. Looked like he had way too much belly fat. He doesn't really have much muscle to his frame. Yusuf Zalal basically piecing him up on the feet, times a perfect knee to Jack Shore's jaw. That's one thing I do have to give to Jack Shore. Not only is he 17-3, he's not a terrible fighter. This is not his weight class, but the dude he's got heart. He got hit with a flush knee from Yusuf Zalal. Didn't KO him. He went down. He was still fighting. Even Zalal said in the post-fight interviews, like he was surprised that he didn't get knocked out, and then he saw him still fighting. He's like, all right. Eventually, pretty sure he submitted him with the arm triangle after he was super hurt. Yeah, that was wraps for Jack Shore. Good job, Zalal. Next fight on the prelims, Charles Jourdain versus Victor Henry. That was an amazing fight, dude. That was such an amazing fight. Charles Jourdain he's that dude, man. He is a fighter. Was this a guillotine? I don't remember what he submitted him with. I think it was a guillotine or something like that. Yeah, pieced up Victor Henry. Victor Henry's pretty durable. He's got heart too, but Charles Jourdain was much bigger guy in there. Landed more strikes. Victor Henry landed 4 out of 6 takedowns. Charles Jourdain landed 0 out of 2. and Charles got the submission. So shows you who's the better grappler there. Shows you who is the more resilient. Yeah, Jordan with the W, man. Good job. Good job. Last fight in the prelims, Amin Zahabi versus Pedro Munoz. Good fight. This is one of those fights, man. Amin Zahabi, let me take a drink of coffee really quick. I'm about to start yawning. Okay. I work part-time during the nighttime, so I'm gonna get like 5 hours of sleep. Anyways, Amin Zahabi looked good, man. He has one of those styles where it just kind of, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm racist or what it is, but I don't know. Something about Amin Zahabi just, I don't know, dude. It's kind of like he reminds me of. He obviously looks like Ariel Helwani. Maybe that's what it is. I think that's what it might be. It looks like Ariel Helwani. Maybe that's what it is. Anyways, I was hoping Pedro was gonna knock this dude out cold. Also, his boxing stance is kind of, it's just weird. Hey, it works for him. He was doing well. He was keeping Pedro at distance with his jabs. Really clean, crisp boxing. He keeps it, fundamentally sound. He was doing good. Pedro's always durable, right? He's just a super durable fighter. And Amin was hitting him good, getting him with jabs. Pedro was kept wiping his face, and then Pedro was in his face the whole entire time in the pocket, trading shots. Even in the last minute or 30 seconds, Pedro was like, "Come on, let's go, let's stand here, let's fight." And Amin wanted to keep it at his range. Makes sense though. You don't want to let Pedro get in on you. He's a good fighter. He hits hard. Yeah, good job. Amin Zahabi won the decision. Shoot, what else can I say, man? Proved a lot of haters wrong. He beat one of the top bantamweights in the world. So, and Pedro's been in the top for a long time, so that's huge. Good job, dude. Alrighty, now we go to the main card. Mike Malott versus Trevin Giles. Mike Malott kind of just showed that he's got a lot to work on. He was getting hit a lot. Trevin Giles, beautiful jab, beautiful boxing as always. Trevin Giles is definitely slept on. He's don't let his record fool you. 16-7 now. Don't let it fool you, man. He was giving it to Malott. Malott's face was I don't know. I don't know if I'm probably crazy, but I thought Giles won the fight based on damage, dude. Obviously Trevin is darker skin tone, so you're not gonna see damage, but Malott's face was pretty beat up. It was super red, beat up. Yeah, Trevin was good, staying in the pocket. Ah, man, I don't know. Something about Mike Malott bothers me too, but good job, dude. He got the decision. Let's see. So Malott landed almost twice as many strikes as Giles. Twice as many significant. Malott 0 for 1 takedowns. Trevin Giles 0 for 0 takedowns. Yeah, Malott landed double of the significant strikes on the scorecard, but Malott clearly had the substantial damage to his face. So I don't know, man. Good job, I guess, but he's not. It wasn't impressive. Anyways, moving on. Marc-Andre Barriault versus Dustin Stoltzfus. I've been looking for a reason to be a fan of Dustin and get behind him, Been looking for a reason. Haven't really watched his fights that much. I thought Marc-Andre Barriault, because he's pretty, he doesn't have the best chin, but he's a good fighter. He's got pretty good cardio. Lengthy dude, but they were trading, man. They were trading hard. And Mark, I'm pretty sure Mark hurt him at one point, maybe or something, and I don't know if he dropped to a knee or something, or if that was a different fight. Don't know, but they were trading like literally on the side of the cage, right by the cage. They were swinging hooks at each other, and Dustin Stoltzfus, his hooks were landing harder and cleaner. So he found the chin of Marc-Andre Barriault, put him out cold, put him out cold. Beautiful knockout. I'm interested to see who they line him up at middleweight next, man. That was a great knockout. Hope to see more from him like that. Yeah, Mark was like, screw it, let's throw down, and he lost that one. But name of the game, I guess. Ariana Lipski versus Jasmine Jasdavicius. Jasmine won by submission. It was an okay fight, but Jasmine was just meaner and bigger and stronger in there. Woman handling Ariana Lipski. Yeah, that's pretty much the moral of the story. You're usually gonna pick the bigger, stronger, meaner female fighter. That's usually how it works. Good job, Jasmine. Got the finish. Next fight, Kai Machado versus Brenson Ribeiro. I don't really remember too much of this fight for some reason. Good job, Brenson Ribeiro. Maybe I was doing something, but yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember too much of that fight. Good job. He won a decision though. Light heavyweight. Damn, that's crazy. I thought that was middleweight. Anyways, next, the co-main event. Erin Blanchfield versus Rose Namajunas. Erin Blanchfield. Rose was doing very well the first two rounds. Very, very well the first two rounds. Rounds 3, 4, and 5. Erin Blanchfield started to take over. Her heart started to take over. She has that dog in her, man. She really does. I don't know. I don't know if Rose just... They call her the best ever. Well, she calls herself the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. This, and that. Look, man. She's 14-7 in her professional career. Let's just be real. She's 14-7 in her professional career. Sure, she had the belt at one point, but she's kind of a flip-flop. Like, I don't know. Erin Blanchfield has just proven herself time and time again. She has too much heart for her own good, man. I'm not gonna count Erin Blanchfield out again. I feel like I've slept on her way too much. Yeah, she's like smaller and just she's got a big nose. So do I though. I'm not gonna hate her anymore. I'm probably gonna choose her the next time. Hopefully that's not leading to a downfall. But yeah, good job, Erin Blanchfield. Rounds 3, 4, and 5, she took over. Had that dog in her. She wasn't let Rose control the fight at all at that point. She just said, "Screw it, I'm gonna win this fight." Good job. Main event: Brandon Moreno versus Amir Albazi. People thought Amir wasn't gonna have really much ring rust because he hasn't fought that much, but when he does fight, he comes back and he looks really good. Usually gets the knockout, you know. Brandon Moreno put on an absolute masterclass for 5 rounds. His boxing is insane, dude. His boxing is really, really good. Pieced Amir up. Pieced him up bad, man. He controlled the whole entire fight. I don't think Amir had any moments in that fight. Any moments of success. He was on the back foot the whole time. Just all defense. That's good. He didn't get finished, I guess. But he didn't win. I don't even think he won any rounds. I don't remember the scorecard. Probably like a 49. Yeah, I don't know, man. They're gonna put Amir back in there and probably get him a bunch more fights before he's fighting a top 5 guy again. Because let's see here. What even is Amir right now? He's 31 years old. Yeah, man. He's gonna have to fight a couple more times in 2025 to even get back in the top contention. You know what I mean? His last fight, he beats Kai Kara France by decision. That's an amazing win. And then of course he had his surgery, his injury. He was off for a year, and he came back, and the ring rust was true in his situation. So yeah, good job, Brandon Moreno. Masterclass of a performance. Now we need to see what happens in the flyweight division now, because Moreno's beat Kai Kara France twice. Moreno's lost to Pantoja twice, I believe. He's lost to Pantoja twice, right? He lost to Royval in February. Lost to Pantoja in July 2023. Has he fought Pantoja twice? Maybe not. Yeah, Brandon Moreno has beat Kai Kara France 3 times. 3 times since 2019. Yes, he has lost to Pantoja twice. The first one was in 2018. They can definitely run that back, dude. They can definitely run that back. I don't know, man. I don't see when Pantoja beats Kai Asakura, they're probably gonna give it to Moreno. If Moreno sits out and then fights Pantoja, like who else said they're gonna give him? Who else said they're gonna give Moreno? Right? He just beat Albazi. He was one of the top contenders. I mean, run it back with Royval. That would be a fun fight. Run it back with Royval. While Pantoja is healing up, and then give the winner to Pantoja. That's probably what they're gonna do. I mean, that makes the most sense. Dude, that's gonna be insane. Moreno versus Pantoja again, because Royval won a decision last time. Moreno even said he wasn't feeling himself. Oh man, that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be a tough fight. Maybe give it to Moreno, but I don't see them beating Pantoja. Pantoja's got an iron chin, and then on top of that, how long are we going on? 18 minutes? Pantoja has an iron chin, amazing jiu-jitsu, amazing wrestling. I think Pantoja is going to be, I don't know, man. Yeah, good job, Moreno, though. I'm about to make a video for this weekend's event. So, yeah. That's it, man.